SH Figure Arts Street Fighter Guile. So we've been waiting a long time for this one. The last Street Fighter figure that we had from SH Figure Arts was in 2020, so that would have been 4 years ago. The last release that they gave us was Sagat. So it's been a while since we've had a Street Fighter figure, and I'm very surprised that it's taken this long to give us Guile. But here he is, and we'll have a good look at him today. So this is the box that he comes in. I've been very excited to get this one. As I say, it's the first Street Fighter figure that we've gotten from SH Figure Arts for 4 years. So this one should be a good one. And there he is, Guile from Street Fighter in his Street Fighter 2 outfit. Now already, the first impressions that I'm getting with this one, he feels so good in your hand. He's got a bit of weight to him, and the detail that they've gave us with this is just a massive step up, in my opinion, from the previous figures that we've gotten from the Street Fighter line. Now, the SH Figure Arts Street Fighter line is one of my favourite lines to collect. I'm definitely all in on this line, and it's been a long time waiting for this figure to come out. Now, I'm definitely not disappointed with this. The detail that you get with this one is just fantastic. So I'll get the accessories out, I'll line the accessories up that he comes with, and then we'll have a good look at the figure's articulation and the details. So that's all the accessories that Guile comes with. You can see 2 additional face sculpts there. You've got a few additional hands. You've got his accessory for his comb. And you get the sonic boom with the stand that you can put the effect into. And you also get the background, which is basically just an upscaled render of the stage that he had in Street Fighter 2. So I believe that this is the stage that he comes with in Street Fighter 6. As you can see, it's a very heavily set military background with the plane there. Much like Street Fighter 2, you've got the soldier stood there, you've got the plane. So that's the background that you get with Guile. Right, so straight into details of the figure. So first of all, we'll have a look at the face sculpt. So the first thing that I noticed with this figure is the details that they've provided with these updated versions of Street Fighter from SH Figure Arts. So if you've got any of the older figures, the details aren't quite there as much as they are with these. They're very anime stylized, whereas what you can see with this one, he's definitely very stylized, but there's no mistaking that that's Guile. There's no mistaking that that's the profile that Guile has in the game. And the paintwork is just outstanding. There's a lot of textures and a lot of sculpting gone into the body and the face. So we have waited 4 years for the reboot of the Street Fighter line, and to me, to start out the gate with Guile, I know we did get the additional costumes for Ryu, and we got the additional costume for Chun-Li, but the first new figure in the line being Guile. I really couldn't be happier with this. is a fantastic figure. Just the sculpt work, I mean, you can see the veins sculpted into his arms. With them being very stylized, I know that it's a personal opinion on how these things come out and what people feel about the products that SH Figuarts puts out, with them being very anime-esque. But with this, that to me is just very much close to the perfect Guile figure that they could have released. Now, before we look more into some more details about the figure, and before we look into the articulation, what I'll do, I'll fetch in an old SH Figuarts Street Fighter, which is Ken. And the reason why I'm doing this is so you can see basically how they've updated their sculpts and how they've updated the finish on the figures and the paintwork. So you can see with Ken, he's pretty much cast in the skin tone that he's come out in there, so the entire thing is cast in the colour plastic on his skin tone, and you can see that they've got some shading on the arms there. But when it comes to his face, it's mostly the face that I'm referring to when you can see the update and the details that they've put in Guile here compared to what we were getting with Ken. The face sculpt on Ken is a lot softer, whereas I feel that the detail that you can see coming out with Guile, there's a lot more sculpt there, and I think the paint also adds a lot to that. So you can see the skin tone, the paint on the biceps in comparison to what we got with Ken. And we'll quickly fetch Ryu in. So this is the original release of Ryu. This isn't the updated version that we've just gotten in 2024. This is the original version. And again, you can see the sculpting difference and the detail that we're getting on Guile. Just a very good sign of things to come if this is the detail that we're going to be getting with future Street Fighter releases. Now I can't wait to get the likes of Dhalsim from SH Figuarts. I can't wait to get the likes of E Honda. Hopefully we can get someone like T-Hawk and DJ. But for now, kicking off with Guile being the first release in 4 years. Just absolutely brilliant. So then, for the articulation, now the thing is with these Bandai releases, they feel really good to play with and they feel really good to move around. They just feel like solid figures. The joints are superposable. You can get almost any stance out of Guile that you would expect him to pull off in the game. And he's very easy to put in fighting poses. Now you can see here that he's got a bit of a gap there between his hair and his faceplate. That's because that's how the faceplate pops off, you see. His hair will stay intact, and then you just replace the face with one of the alternative faceplates. And that's the other alternative faceplate that he comes with. So he comes with three faceplates. One of them being his very stoic look, the other one being his shouting face, and then you get this one, which I feel that it's just, he's pulling a bit more of a grimace. He seems a bit more angry with this one. And then for the hands, again, easy enough to get off. You just pull the hands off there. You can see the ball peg. Doesn't want to focus, but anyway. So then, alternative hand. Again, no need to heat up with these ones. Some figures, you may need to heat them up just for risk of breaking the joints and things like that. So if you feel that the joints are very tight in pulling the hands off or replacing the faceplates, things like that, make sure you always heat the figures up. You don't want to break any of your joints, but I'm having no issues with this whatsoever. Straight out of the box. Solid figure to hold. Very nice to pose about. Easy to switch the joints. And there's the added effect where Guile's doing his Sonic Boom signature move. And that's the additional comb that he comes with. So you can recreate the pose that he'll do after he's smashed your teeth in and he wants to fix his hair again. Just nice attention to detail, including little accessories like this. And there he is with Cammy. Hoping that we're going to get a re-release of Cammy at some point, or at least an alternative outfit. These two just look fantastic stood together. here he is with another anime girl from the anime Shy. Funny thing is with this one, the reason that I've picked this figure up was specifically to go with Guile. She reminds me of the background girls that stand on the stage on Street Fighter 2. So when you're on Guile's stage, if you look in the background, you can see a couple of military personnel. And I felt that when I seen this figure, she really put me in mind of some of the girls that's in the background on that stage. So yeah, specifically picked her up to stand on display with Guile. And I feel like it works very well, being that she looks like she's military outfit. So, my final thoughts for this figure. I feel like this is the essential Guile action figure that's available at the moment. I feel that this is the best Guile figure that's been released to date. Now, opinions are very subjective when it comes to collecting action figures. And there is some competition out there for the Street Fighter line. But I feel like the SH Figuarts figures are just miles above the competition. They are more expensive, but I feel like you get what you pay for when it comes to the finished product, the joints, the paint, the sculpt. Everything about this figure is just phenomenal, in my opinion. And I couldn't be happier that SH Figuarts are back releasing Street Fighter figures. And I can't wait to see what the future holds for more releases in this line.